Good morning. Yep, it's me again at Love Clark. Alright, I've been feeling like lately, and had this kind of cold going on, but I'll get better. Take some vitamin C. Okay, so there's these guys, okay, that are out there exposing people. As Queeny and Keith Twoof, right? Which are doing a pretty good job at teaching and exposing people, to a certain degree, understanding, that nobody's perfect. I really enjoyed listening and learning from them a lot, but okay, they're exposing people like Keith Truth or Thompson or whatever his name is, right? Anyway, this Calvinist, okay, which I understand what the Calvinist is. Anyone go, I don't want to be too insulting, just go, look it up. If you're a Calvinist, get out of it. Once you find the truth in there, you're not going to want to be in it. But anyway, these guys, all these kind of people, okay, it's Catholic versus Protestant, or it's Calvin, versus this or that, right? There's always two sides. It seems like there's always been two sides to this coin they called Christianity, right? Basically a Protestant side. And then the other side is the Catholics, okay? Okay, now, Queenie's claiming that, now I'm not saying claiming, I'm not attacking anyone, so don't jump to conclusions. I mean claiming is a claim, okay? She's claiming that these guys are teaching the Christians that they're incapable of continuing to go through life without following the commandments, okay? What they're doing is they're telling, basically it's the grace thing, okay? Which I believe in grace, but not the way they've twisted it, okay? Grace is an undeserved gift, but the thing is these guys that keep over and over that are teaching this grace, and you don't have to do any works, and you don't have to really, you don't really have to follow any of the laws, That's completely untrue, and they're spreading around that lie to the Christians, okay? So I appreciate you guys exposing them. But here's where I'm going to probably piss you guys off a little bit, because I know I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm just going into the area where I'm going with my own brain, okay? I'm honest down here, Now, they keep quoting these scriptures to back up what they're saying, right? Now, who has taught them this? Who has taught them this? Whose scriptures are they keep using? Well, most of the time, these grace scriptures are from Paul, Apostle Paul. These aren't Yeshua's teachings, okay? They don't line up with Yeshua's, calling Paul out as the one. So you want to go blaming Keith Truth and go blaming someone for these false teachings? Why don't you actually open your mind? Don't be so afraid, because I know you already come this far. Don't be afraid to to be open-minded to the idea that, guess what, you know what, you might have been duped by the Apostle Paul too. See what I'm saying? Because I'm learning more and more about Paul, and you don't want to go there. If you want to stay inside your little comfy box, then don't go look into it. But I'd suggest you guys, anyone wants to teach or believe in the gospel of grace, go look up the origins of Paul, and go really look up and do a note, side-by-side study, okay? Side-by-side comparison. What Paul said, what Christ said. Doesn't line up. It's the opposite. Paul teaches the opposite of what Jesus says. If Jesus is so important, he came here for one complete message. Why did he need to come back? When he said he wasn't going to do this, he came back, okay? To give Paul was that important to get, you know. And then his account, there's 3 different incidents. They don't all line up. So the witnessing doesn't add up. I'm not going to go into the details, but I think you see where I'm getting at. These guys teaching this, teaching this gospel of grace and all this, that, you know, the law is dead and all that, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's true. To a certain extent, that's true. That they need to be exposed for teaching that falsehood. But the person that really taught from the original is Paul. Most of their teachings, everything they surround is around Paul. They don't even... Paul has more power than Jesus with these people. So yes, I'm calling out Paul. Now I'm really either, I already know that the audience I do have, the small audience I might have, if you want to call it an audience, is small because I just throw everything out on the table and I don't try to, bullshit about what I believe in, okay? And most of the stuff that I think I found to be true doesn't line up with mainstream Christianity, so most people just want to dismiss me. Okay, it's not me. It's the Bible I'm concerned with. Go make a list. I'm gonna. And when I make the list, I'll check it twice and I'll put it on here, okay? And I ain't talking about Santa Claus. I'm talking about Shaul.